I'm from Indiana and I'm a Red Sox fan.
And I'm from Minnesota, but I'm a Yankees fan.
And guess what? We're back. Welcome to the Rivalry out of state, our baseball version on Running the Table, where we talk about everything that goes down in the world of the MLB. And oh boy, since the lockout, there has been a lot going down in terms of the free agent market, but more specifically, what we're going to cover today, all of the trades. There are a lot of teams, a lot of specific teams that have been active. So we can't wait to cover all of them. And in particular, one of our teams has been involved in a trade. We're going to get more in depth in that later. But Andrew, are you ready to run it?
Let's run it.
All right, let's go. So the three main teams that have been really active are the Cincinnati Reds, Oakland Athletics, and the Minnesota Twins so far in this early trading period, free agency, whatever you want to call it. But they're the Reds and the Athletics, put simply, they're selling, and the Twins are actually adding. They're trying to acquire pieces to make their team better. So the Reds, on one hand, they're trading everybody. They're shipping anything that's worth a crap. They've dealt Sonny Gray to the Twins. Jesse Winker and Eugenio Suarez have gone to Seattle, and Francis Peguero, he was the other piece in that Sonny Gray deal. And in return, they've got a pretty hefty return so far. Chase Petty, the 2021 first round pick of the Twins, has been in return for Gray and Peguero. And in that Winker trade, they got Justin Dunn, Brandon Williamson, and Jake Fraley. Dunn and Fraley are major league ready right now. Williamson is a prospect. So interesting for the Reds. I thought they were going to at least compete for third in the NL Central, but they're blowing it up.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what the Reds front office is thinking while doing this because it's pretty clear to me. It seems like they're tanking. I'm not really sure why they're doing that exactly. I mean, yeah, the Brewers were pretty good last year, but I mean, if you look at the NL Central and the teams that are in it, if you had the Reds roster exactly the way it was in 2021, I'd say they'd had a pretty legitimate chance of winning it this year. But no, I guess they're deciding to sell all their good players and kind of start again.
Yeah,
And
I
if,
mean,
if we're being honest, I'll probably see Votto and Castillo go too.
yeah, I think those are the next guys to leave, La Piedra and Joey Votto. They're not going to trade Jonathan India, the rookie of the year. It would be a huge shocker to me if they did. If anything, I think they're going to build around Jonathan India. And hey, this can only be good for us two in specific, because in Indianapolis, the closest MLB team to us is Cincinnati. And if they're going to suck, tickets are going to be dirt cheap. So, hey, day trip to Cincy. Let's go watch a game in May. Why not?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, if Cincinnati's going to keep selling, we should have no problem acquiring tickets at Great American.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but another team that is selling and blowing it up, this team, we kind of expected it. We kind of expected it out of Oakland, where they dealt Matt Olson to Atlanta and Chris Bassett to the Mets. In that return, they got JT Ginn and Adam Oller from the Mets, and they got a huge return from the Braves, headlined by outfielder Christian Pache, and it also includes Shea Langeliers, Ryan Cusick, and Joey Estes. So Oakland, they're getting their prospects. They're retooling.
Yeah, I think the timing at least makes a little bit more sense for Oakland. You look at Seattle, they're coming up on the rise, and Oakland, they never really won the AL West. The Astros have always been on top of that division. And I think it makes more sense for them to kind of start again at this point. Yeah, same story goes for the Athletics. Matt Chapman, Sean Manaea, they haven't been shipped yet, but wouldn't be surprised if we see it in the coming days.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors for Sean Manaea or Frankie Montas being dealt, and who knows, maybe they deal Chappie too. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe they deal
see.
Sean Murphy, their catcher. But I mean, hey, young catchers are valuable, so who knows the next moves
Yankees.
that yeah. Who knows Oakland's next move, but we know for sure that they're going to be sellers. But interestingly enough, the Twins, who had a horrible year last year, they're buying. They were sellers at the deadline last year, and they're all in acquiring Sonny Gray from Cincinnati, and I mean they got Isaiah kiner-falefa from Texas, who they later flipped, and they made a deal with the New
The
York.
Yankees.
The Yankees finally did a thing where they acquired Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela. Of course, outgoing, they dealt Mitch Garver to Texas. Isaiah kiner-falefa, Josh Donaldson, and Ben Rortvedt went to New York in the return, and they dealt Chase Petty to Cincinnati in the Sonny Gray deal. But it's really interesting to see the Twins buying. And don't worry, we'll talk about your Yankees
Yeah,
because
we'll get there. I
we'll
want to
get
talk
there.
about the Twins first.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
let's talk about the Twins first. What their plan is, I have no
I'm not sure.
idea. I've not an inkling or a clue because they traded Jose Barrios at the deadline last year. I mean, I guess you ink Byron Buxton a little bit more, but you bring in Gary Sanchez, you bring in Sonny Gray to headline that rotation, Gio Urshela at third base. Who knows where are the Twins going? All signs point to third place in the AL Central.
Probably. Well, first off, I'd like to apologize to all my Minnesota friends out there who are Twins
Oh, that's
fans.
right. I
You have
forget.
Gary Sanchez as your catcher. I'm so sorry for you guys. But anyways, Sonny
Why did I
Gray.
just like completely blank for a second that you are from the Twin Cities and that like the Twins are literally in your backyard?
Yeah, I've been to many games at Target Field.
Yeah,
But anyways,
Target Field's not a bad stadium.
oh yeah, I love the
But
stadium.
that's neither here nor there. What do you got on the Twins?
So yeah, Sonny Gray, interesting. He was terrible with the Yankees, as we all remember. But once he was
And
with
this
the
is why I
Reds, he
love
was
Sonny
pretty
Gray,
good.
and we'll love Sonny Gray wherever he goes.
Oh, I'm sure. It's just the Yankees pitcher thing. They always suck when they're with New York. But anyways, I think it'll be a good move for the Twins. He's figured it out in the last few years with Cincinnati. And I see no reason why he'll go back to Yankees form unless he's thrown to Gary Sanchez. But yeah, Gary Sanchez. Yeah, Mitch Garver was a good catcher for the Twins. I knew Twins fans loved Mitch Garver, so I don't think they're taking it too well. But I want to talk about another thing that's not involved with any of the trades. A lot of Twins fans seem to think that they might be going for Trevor Story, who still hasn't been signed yet. And I think what the Twins are trying to do here is prove that last year was a fluke and that they still have some of the power that they had in 2019 and 2020. Is it going to work? I don't think so. But I mean, if you get a guy like Trevor Story, I
I don't
mean,
know.
that's a
But
good move.
okay,
Got
I'm
Byron
just gonna
Buxton, Max
pump the
Kepler.
brakes on your Trevor Story. I've heard Trevor Story to Minnesota, but I've also heard Trevor Story to literally everywhere else that has a pulse and is buying
Oh, that's
in
true.
free agency. Like I've heard Trevor Story's been rumored for both of our teams. I've heard Trevor
Yeah.
Story to like St. Louis. I've heard Trevor Story to San Francisco. I mean, maybe like even Seattle. Like it's weird. Trevor Story has been rumored to go everywhere. Yeah, and quite frankly, I don't think Trevor Story's that good. So if you want to give too much money to him, that's your prerogative. I mean, I'll let the Yankees do their Yankee thing, where they just kind of throw money around willy-nilly. But we're the new age Red Sox and we don't throw money around willy-nilly. And we look for value deals because we signed Matt Strom to a 1-year, $3 million deal. Hey, we made a move. But speaking of making a move and speaking of throwing money around, now it's time to get to your New York Yankees. So in that return for Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela, the Yankees got Isaiah kiner-falefa, who was flipped from the Rangers, Ben Rortvedt, who is another catcher. And the most interesting piece of this deal, they got Josh Donaldson and his fat contract, who the Yankees can afford to pay. But not even just because, Josh Donaldson's a fat contract. Remember last year,
Oh, I
Josh
remember last
Donaldson
year.
and Garrett Cole in the same locker room, in the same clubhouse? That is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's to say the least. I remember I was sitting on the couch and I got the notification. I was like, no, we did not just do that. First of all,
Well, you very much
when
did
the
just do that.
yeah, I know. There's a lot I gotta say. First of all, when the Twins traded for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, I was like, oh, thank God, one of the cheaper shortstops has gone. That's going to help us narrow down Correa or Story. Nope. Trade to the Yankees 2 days later, along with Josh Donaldson. I was thinking, why would we take in Josh Donaldson? Him and Garrett Cole hate each other.
Oh, it's hatred. It's bad blood. It's
It's
the
terrible.
worst. This
See,
is
so at
maybe like
first,
out of all the guys that there's a lot of guys that don't like Garrett Cole. The number one is Trevor Bauer. You don't bring Trevor Bauer and Garrett Cole into the same clubhouse. Right behind him is Josh Donaldson, and you just got Josh Donaldson. And like, it's real. It's not some trick that, the media is playing on everybody. We have seen pictures of Josh Donaldson at third base in Yankees gear at Hal Steinbrenner Field in
and he
Tampa for
shaved.
spring training. And he shaved. So it's very, very real what the implications of Garrett Cole and Josh Donaldson being in the same clubhouse are. It could be, are they going to set the beef aside? Is it going to be highly explosive? It should be very, very entertaining for me to watch. So I'm just going to sit back, grab some
I'm
popcorn,
sure.
and let the crap shoot unfold.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. Is Josh Donaldson bad? No, I think he's still good. Even though he's a bit older, he's still proven that he's good at baseball. Good third baseman. Better than Gio Urshela, that's for sure. But yeah, just the locker room issues, I don't know, man. But I will say, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, he's already gained a lot of respect from Yankees fans. I don't know if you saw this, but this morning he posted a video. He's like, it's happening, and just record himself shaving. So I don't know. I just like seeing that, he's involved. Yeah, he's not that
The
great, but I
Yankees.
mean,
We
hey,
shave.
I
We
gotta respect
shave.
him.
Remember that weird fever dream when Andrew McCutchen was on the Yankees and he shaved? I thought that was the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I
And,
remember that.
oh,
That was a fun half
we're clean
season.
shaven. We're all American. We're the New York Yankees. We wear our pinstripes and we're New York. We're everything America. No, shut up. Everybody hates you. Sorry, I had to let it out for a quick minute. I just think clean shaven. You wouldn't last 2 seconds in that clubhouse because you have a rockin' beard going on. You need to shave that thing instantly if you're going to be a Yankee fan. That's against the Yankee creed, good
Oh,
sir.
I know. Hey, I'm a fan, not a player.
He doesn't even care. A true Yankee fan would shave for opening day, but that's neither
What?
here nor there. I mean, Josh Donaldson is a Yankee. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is a Yankee, and the Yankees actually did something because when we were talking all throughout the first couple of days, why don't the Yankees do anything? Why don't the Yankees doing anything? And it's for me, granted, the Red Sox weren't doing anything either. I'm okay with that. We don't need to do anything. I think we're fine personally. We made the ALCS last year. We just run back the same roster and we get a little bit better. We find some value deals that maybe work out. And congratulations, you're going to go not right back to the same place. I'm guessing we're going to have a little bit of regression, but I still think we're going to be a good team. We don't need to make moves. Like you were saying, oh, come on, Cashman, get your head out of your ass. Do some stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if it was the 2019 Yankees, yeah, I'd be with you. We don't need to do anything. But the last 2 years have proven that our players in 2019, that was all a fluke. That was when Gleyber Torres hit 35
Oh
home runs. Now he just
no,
hasn't
Glaber
done any of
Torres and
that
Luke
ever
Voigt,
again.
fluky?
Yeah,
No,
Luke Voigt,
but I love
he's
Luke
just
Voigt
not the
so
same.
much. He
Oh,
was
I'm
the
sure you
he
do
was the
being a Red
shortened
Sox
season home
fan.
run champion. Why are you gonna
Yeah, Mickey
trade
Mouse
him?
champion. But anyways, I still got to have some optimism with the Matt Olson trade. That just confirms that Freddie Freeman's going to seek elsewhere. So I'd
I was gonna say,
hope.
don't say that it's confirmed that Freddie Freeman is going to be a Yankee because it's not. It is
Hey,
not.
I just said that confirms he's not a Brave.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He's just not a
I'm being
Brave.
somewhat realistic. I know that. Look, I've already been disappointed by Cashman, so I'm already preparing myself for him to be a Dodger or something.
Well, hey, who knows? There's still a lot of free agency left. And this is why we love this platform, because when things go wrong, you can rant about your Yankees and I can rant about my Red Sox. But I mean, then again, you've obviously had a lot more to talk about than I have recently. But don't worry, it'll be
Yep.
my turn. We just have to wait. But for now, the hot stove is about as hot as it's ever been. And shoot, that's all we got. There will be undoubtedly more trades, more moves made either one of our teams and around the league. So stay tuned for more content when we come out with that. But like and subscribe for more of the rivalry out of state, and go watch our other stuff on Running the Table. And until next time, we out. Peace.